original Schluter Ditra uncoupling membrane for tiled floors is available in a peel and stick option. As one of our flagship products, Ditra has been the trusted membrane for crack-free tiled floors for decades. The peel and stick application method is an easier and faster way to install the membrane without thinset. The Ditra PS membrane offers all the same benefits as our original Ditra membrane. So you're still getting uncoupling, waterproofing, vapor management, and support load distribution. The Ditra PS membrane is available in both rolls and sheets. The membrane features a cutback stud structure with an anchoring fleece and self-adhesive backing. The membrane is engineered to provide a secure bond over a variety of different substrates, using pressure-sensitive adhesive to bond the membrane to the substrate. Specifically designed for Schluter peel and stick membranes, Schluter Primer PS optimizes adhesion, creating a uniform layer that enhances the bond between various substrates and the membrane, ensuring a stronger, more reliable connection. Together, the Ditra PS and Primer PS ensure long-lasting tile installations with the trusted security of Ditra and an efficient, hassle-free installation. Let's take a look at how to install the Ditra PS membrane. First things first, always refer to the Schluter Ditra Installation Handbook, which includes comprehensive installation guidelines and warranty criteria. After finding the applicable details and confirming that all requirements can be met, we start planning the required materials and quantities. The substrate must be clean, even, and load-bearing. Any leveling of the subfloor must be done prior to installing Ditra PS. Thoroughly remove debris to ensure the best installation with a vacuum or broom. For wood substrates, verify that subfloor panels are properly fastened to framing members. Tightly butted or tented seams must be addressed prior to installation. Clean any dust from the substrate with a damp sponge. For concrete substrates, remove any films or curing compounds. Any standing water must be removed prior to installation. Allow substrates to fully dry before applying the primer for membrane installation. It's also important to keep a perimeter movement joint throughout the tile assembly. One option, as shown here, is to leave a space between the membrane and the restraining surface during installation. Another option is to use a perimeter seal product, such as Schluter Becotec BRSK and BRS. Now we can begin installing the membrane. Apply a thin, even coat of Primer PS to the substrate. We recommend using a 1/4 inch nap roller for application. It is crucial to apply a uniform thin coat for consistent dry time and performance in the application area. Primer PS is a translucent gray liquid that dries to a slightly tacky film approximately 10 to 60 minutes after application. Dry time can vary depending on many factors, including substrate porosity, room temperature, and humidity. Allow the coat to dry fully before applying the peel and stick membrane. The primer must be dry to the touch and not transfer to your finger. It can be helpful to test the bond with a small spot check to determine if the initial bond is adequate. If the membrane does not initially form a bond, the primer needs further time to dry. Once the primer has fully dried, the membrane can be installed. Measure and dry fit the membrane in place. It can help to place a chalk line or draw a pencil line when dry fitting, so that all subsequent rows of the membrane align. Once the initial row is dry fit, installation can begin. Remove the transparent release liner from the fleece side of the membrane. Apply the Ditra peel and stick to the floor, adhesive side down. The membrane can be easily repositioned before applying pressure. Solidly embed the matting into the substrate using a float, screed trowel, or the Ditra roller. Proper installation results in full contact between the adhesive and substrate. Cutting the membrane is simple, using a utility knife or scissors. Larger scrap pieces can be reused elsewhere in your installation to minimize waste. Continue installing the membrane, removing the release liner and embedding the adhesive side to the substrate. The installation of the membrane is now complete. Ditra PS is installed in the same manner over concrete substrates. Apply primer PS to the substrate using a 1/4 inch nap roller. Allow adequate time for the primer to dry to begin installation of the Ditra PS. Measure and cut the membrane. Remove the transparent release liner from the fleece side of the peel and stick membrane. Apply the membrane to the floor, adhesive side down. The membrane can be easily repositioned before applying pressure. Solidly embed the membrane using a float or the Ditra roller. Once again, larger scrap pieces can be reused elsewhere in your installation. Continue installing the membrane, removing the release liner and embedding the adhesive side to the substrate. Once the membrane is installed, the perimeter seal product can easily be cut using a utility knife before beginning waterproofing application and/or tile installation. The Ditra PS installation over concrete is now complete. Ditra PS can be made fully waterproof if desired by sealing seams and floor-to-wall transitions with Schluter Kerdi waterproofing accessories. The Kerdi accessories can be installed using any of our Schluter thin-set mortars or an unmodified thin-set mortar. The mortar is mixed to a fairly fluid consistency, but still able to hold a notch. Use the Schluter Kerdi trowel, which features a 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch square notch design, or a 1/4 inch by 3/16 inch V-notch trowel to apply the mortar. Kerdi Carrick inside and outside corners and Kerdi Band waterproofing strips are used to seal the floor-to-wall connections and all Ditra seams. Always ensure that a minimum 2-inch overlap is achieved at all locations, including any areas utilizing floor drains, such as the Schluter Kerdi Drain F. The waterproofing application is now complete. Tile is installed over Ditra PS using any of our Schluter thin-set mortars or an unmodified thin-set mortar. Fill the matting with thin-set mortar and comb additional mortar using a trowel that is appropriate for the size of the tile. It is always recommended to back butter tiles to help ensure proper coverage. Solidly embed the tiles in the setting material, making sure to observe the open time of the mortar. Occasionally lift a tile to check for proper coverage. The strong adhesive of the peel and stick membrane ensures that it will not lift when checking tile coverage. The Ditra PS membrane offers uncoupling technology, all with an efficient peel and stick installation. The Ditra PS is engineered to provide a secure bond to a variety of substrates, ensuring long-lasting performance. If you still have questions, please contact our customer support specialists. For more information on Schluter products, visit schluter.com or check out our YouTube channel to view our videos.